What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full overpowered Gen 7 Pokemon team. Man, this is like the last one. We've done all of them until, I guess, Generation 8 comes out. Alright, you guys totally never saw this one coming. Definitely wasn't going to happen. Firstly, I want to say thank you to all the people that rocked up to yesterday's stream on Twitch. It was really, really fun. We had some good battles and some good entertainment. If you guys haven't followed me on there, make sure you do. Links in the top of the description. I may stream tonight. I may not. I'm not really sure. But if you want to check that out, I may be. I'm not really sure. It's sort of like tonight. I woke up a little bit late on with my videos. Alright, for this one, I'm going to explain my movesets as usual in the first battle, and then I'm going to explain why they're in this team in the second battle. Had some really good battles. Hope you guys enjoy them, and let's get into it. This one was on my Discord against Skylar, and we have a Delcatty lead. Now, when I versed Delcatty lead, I thought, okay, it's probably going to be a normalized set, and then it's got the Toxic Orb, so I'm thinking, okay, it's probably going to have Facade Rub. So, doing a really risky play here with my Alola Ninetales. This is a physical set, guys, to get some amazing physical moves. We've got Swagger, Psych Up, Synchro Power, and Ice Shard. Now, the Delcatty is going to get confused. I was going to go for the Psych Up the next turn, and Ninetales is going to get absolutely destroyed there, unfortunately, man. One day, I'm going to make that physical Ninetales set work. You watch, guys. One day, it's going to happen. Alright, so we got the Delcatty getting a little bit of poison damage. Now we're going to go into the Mimikyu. Now, I knew Mimikyu would wall this completely, and I thought it'd be a good swapping for it. So this Mimikyu set was actually quite successful in a lot of the battles I had. We got on this one Max Health and Max Speed. So we got Curse, Pain Split, Play Rough, and Destiny Bomb. So pretty much the idea is to have get your curse up. So you got that one up and put a curse on the opponent. Now you've got Disguise, so you can take a hit. Now that actually allows you to get the Pain Spit off against an opponent. I've also got the Iapa Berry as an item, but basically if I go to low health after a curse, take a bit of damage, that can heal me up and allow me to get another curse off or a Pain Split after that one as well. Okay, so we got the Dazzling Gleam from the Wigglytuff there. It's going to break my Disguise, and I thought about going for the Play Rough here just to finish it off. I didn't think there wasn't much point the Wigglytuff swapping out, right? So I thought that was the best move to go for. Play Rough misses, unfortunately, and now we got the Dazzling Gleam doing some more damage to my Mimikyu, and that almost takes me out, man. I would have been salty there. However, my berry is going to kick in and get me lots of health back. So I guess it wasn't too bad that happened. Mate, like sometimes in those instances with those berries, right, they won't kick in and you won't get the health boost. So that actually wasn't all that bad. So Wigglytuff is going to go down, so that's pretty good. I got rid of that one. And now the next Pokemon we got is the Nidoking. So like, okay, this would be nice if I could go for the Destiny Bond and like bury this. It's actually going to outspeed me and go for the Sludge Waves. Like, okay, I think I know what item this is running. I just slipped on 3 health there, and I'm going to get the Destiny Bond off with my Mimikyu. So pretty much, Nidoking here, it was obviously what item I had was the Choice Scarf there, and I knew they were going to swap, so I thought, okay, let's go for the Pain Split here and get some Pain Split on the opposing Pokemon and get lots of my health back. Fortunately for me, it was a Mashana. Mashana's got a lot of health, so that's going to give me a lot back, and now I'm going to be able to go for a Curse again. So pretty much with this set, you fire off that curse, you use Pain Split to get your health back. You just keep spreading curses to the opponent all the time. It's quite fun. Alright, so going for another curse here on the Mashana. And I guess the risk about this set as well, using curse, sacrificing half your health, it can sometimes be all in a waste as well, because you can just get attacked and go down. Anyway, so we got the Mashana going for the Toxic. Also, things like Toxic will definitely shut this one down. Now, Mashana is quite a stally, tanky Pokemon, so I thought it's not too bad if I get, if I just go down here. I've got the Curse up on it. If it wants to heal up, it can, but it's going to have to swap out to get rid of that curse, right? So that's not too bad. So I'm going to go for the Play Rough here. I thought that was my best bet instead of going for a Destiny Pod. And Mashana is going to go for the Moonlight here. So, okay, I kind of expected Moonlight to come my way. Now, with the toxic damage that I took earlier on, I was thinking, I'm going to be able to live this one. I might be able to make use of this Mimikyu a little bit later on. I might be able to get a curse off or a Destiny Bond. If I knew, if I absolutely knew the Pokemon was like choice locked or something like that. Okay, so we got the curse again on the Mashana. It's good to see Mashana being used to. You really don't ever see Mashana being used that often. So we're going to swap the Mimikyu out. I thought, let's use it for later on. That was my thought process. And now we're going to go into the Araquanid. So this Araquanid set was a physical set. We got on this one, it's actually a choice band. We got Leech Life, Liquidation, Poison Jab, and Crunch. Probably one of the more viable sets on this team for certain. and max health, max attack, and choice band, a water bubble as the ability. So it hits pretty hard with liquidation, as you guys know, and that ability and liquidation being stab as well, and the choice band, it hits really, really hard. Okay, so we're gonna go for the Leech Life on the Mashana here to get some health back in case it was more offensive, and it's gonna go for, it had like an offensive attack. It's gonna go for the Toxic against me. So like, okay, that's not too bad. Mashana's gonna have to either swap out here, but it does have the curse up, so I don't believe it's going to swap out. I think it's just going to go down. There wouldn't be much point swapping Mashana out on a lower amount of health. It's not going to be able to outspeed anything. It's kind of basically done there. Okay, so, sorry, I didn't go for Leech Life. I went for Crunch. So go for Crunch there. I mean, I could have gone for Leech Life. That would have been a good option too. Okay, so Mashana is going to go down there, and I actually went for Crunch in case it was really super bulky. And, I might have gotten, locked into a Crunch with a defense drop or something like that. Okay, so now we got the Delcatty coming in. Delcatty is going to go for the Fake Out. So, okay, I stayed in there because I was I almost went into Mimikyu there, but I thought, I just want to kind of wait for a bit there. I don't want to burn off a Mimikyu because it's only on 2 health. I don't want to go into another Pokemon because it could go for Facade too. Now I thought it's probably going to use Facade or Sucker Punch this turn, one of those two moves. So let's go into Como. Como is my bulky defensive wall, and it's going to go for Sucker Punch. So that wasn't all too bad. It's going to take some damage here. Okay, so this was a really, really bulky Como set. We got the Como go for a Sky Uppercut. This was my only coverage move, attacking move at all, and that's going to be enough to take out Delcatty with no attack EVs whatsoever. Let's go with what that set is. So we've got Toxic, Rest, Noble Roar, and Sky Uppercut. Noble Roar is a really cool attack. It drops the attack and special attack. It's really, really interesting. I've got the Impish ability, I've got max health and max special defense. So this thing is really, really tanky, right? I've got the ability as soundproof, and I've got the item as Chesterberry. Toxic, Rest, Noble Roar. So they sort of you go for the rest, right? But you kind of watch when you go for rest because you don't want to use it too often. Now, in this case here with the Clefable, I thought I want to see if it's got Unaware or Magic Guard. That's why I went for the Toxic. I knew it could, basically spell doom for my Como, but I thought, that was the option I had to take there. So now we've got the Clefable going for another Moonblast on my Arachnid. It does big damage, but since I've got such a nice, sizable special defense stat, I live that one, and it's going to go down in one shot to liquidation. Very, very strong there, and I think that was more of a sweeping Clefable, that set too. All right, so going down to the Toxic damage, that was beautiful. I got rid of that one. So we've got, they are running a theme team too. Can you guys guess what the theme team is? Oh, I forgot to do a question for today. What is the most overpowered Gen 7 Pokemon? Please leave it low in the comment section. Now, I obviously didn't include legendaries, the Tapus, things like that. Those kind of Pokemon, legendary, mythicals, Tapus. I did include Alola forms, though, because essentially they are a new Pokemon with types and stuff. Okay, so I went for the curse here, and we got the Nidoqueen going for a Z move here. So okay, well, they wouldn't have gone for an attacking Z move, right? Because there was obviously I could have gone for a Destiny Bond, and I was already going to go down to the Toxic this turn anyway. So we got Z Tail Whip. Now Z Tail Whip boosts the attack by 1 stage, and obviously does the same effect for Tail Whip, dropping the offense. So essentially, in a 1v1 situation, it would be at +2 if you didn't swap. Alright, so both of my Pokemon, last 2 Pokemon actually weak to ground type moves. Going to go into the Toxapex here, and Nidoqueen is going to go for the Earthquake. It's a physical set, obviously, after the Z Tail Whip. And my Toxapex is going to go down in 1 shot. More on that Toxapex set in the second battle, though. You guys can find out what this is. Also, people, if you enjoy these theme teams, give that like button some love. Your boy loves it. There's some support for the videos. So we got the Curse doing some damage to the Nidoqueen, which is nice. My last Pokemon is the Muck. This is actually a speedy sweeping Muck. I'm going to go for the Ice Sponge. I actually outspeed. So I was running max attack and max attack. I was running max attack and max attack. Roast me in the comment section right now. So max attack and max speed on this set. And we got on this one Rock Polish as well. So we got Rock Polish, Knockoff, Poison Jam, and Ice Punch, Adamant, Gluttony, and Lychee Berry. I live the Earth Power, and I get my Lychee Berry activation. Damn, son, this is definitely a sweeping Nidoking. This is a Choice Scarf, Modest Nidoking, and I'm going to hit it with one Ice Punch and finish it off at the end. Wow, that was a crazy finish. Especially being weak to both those Pokemon at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. Damn, that Muck was clutch in the end. Alright, let's get into the second battle. This is against Mr. Guzzlord on my Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, anyone is welcome there. That one's in the description of the video too. So we got a double Ninetales lead, guys. You know me. You know I couldn't help myself in this matchup. I'm going to go for the Swagger, see if we can get the Psych Up Secret Power working. Okay, so we outspent the opposing Ninetales, which was nice, and we got basically in this position, an Ember was going to take me out, right, so I had to get some luck. Ninetales is going to hit itself. We're on the roll here, people. We're on the roll. So now I can go for the Psych up here, copy those stats, get that +2 in attack, and pretty much have a normal attack. Well, not even a normal attack stat. It's still pretty dreadful. Anyway, so Ninetales, unfortunately here, doesn't hit itself for Confusion, and it's going to go for our Overheat. And Ninetales is once again going to go down. Man, Ninetales did so much in both these battles, people. However, let's explain what Ninetales would be in this, for the top of the Gen 7 Pokemon. So Ninetales has, obviously, Ninetales, Alola, Snow Warning, and Aurora Veil. Basically, that's it. That's its main thing. It makes it a very good support Pokemon. If it didn't have, like, Snow Warning and Aurora Veil, it definitely wouldn't be there. I mean, its special attack is rather bad. It's very, very average. It's got good speed, though. It's got decent special defense. It's more of a support-style Pokemon, the light clay kind of style there. Anyway, that's pretty much why I had included a lot of Ninetales on this team. Now we got the +2 gear. They actually did the power swap, which gave them their initial special attack. Got rid of their special attack drop, but it actually gave me a +2. Now in this situation, I was really scared of the Talonflame going for a Brave Bird, and guys, they went for the legendary Gale Wings Peck, people. Gale Wings Peck. That needs to be banned. Anyway, so my Mimikyu's Disguise is going to get busted. And guys, it's going to have Peck, and it's going to have Ember. I think someone's taking a little bit of inspiration from my Talonflame sweep. Anyway, so go for the curse there on the Mimikyu. That's going to do over half my health. Now, we got the curse up on the Talonflame. Now, Arachnid, let's go over that one. So, awesome special defense wall. Water bubble, guys. Water bubble. That's basically the best thing about it. So obviously it gets that stab with water type moves. It's very, very hard. Also, with the fire, it's ability with the fire type moves as well. And just a really nice bulky Pokemon too, and can dish out some nice damage and obviously some support style moves too. Alright, so anyway, we got the Talonflame swapping out, going for the curse on the Guzzlord, which is going to come in there. I get some nice health back, and I'm going to go with my, basically with my Pain Spit strategy against this. It's going to be a physical Guzzlord here. I'm going to be able to lift that one and eat my berry. So this is really good. I've got my berry up, and I've got my curse up against the Guzzlord here. Now, Mimikyu. It's all about the disguise, people. That is why Mimikyu is so good. Basically, it gives it a free turn to set up. It's got good typing. So you can go that Sword Dance, and you got your Play Rough, and it's got Priority Shadow Sneak as well. I mean, once you get rid of the disguise, then it's sort of like, it's vulnerable then, but it does have that disguise, which gives it, it's a very, very good ability, which definitely puts it on this team. I'm going to give like a really, really rough, brief description of all these two. I could go into way more detail. So now we got the curse again. I think I'm pretty much done with this Mimikyu. I've cursed like 3 of the Pokemon. It's done very, very well. And Mimikyu is going to go down there. There's really no point going for a Play Rough. It wouldn't have done nothing to Talonflame anyway with max health and max speed. Okay, so Talonflame is pretty much on its last legs here. Now we're going to go into Toxapex. I didn't even get to explain my Toxapex set in the first battle, so I'm going to do that one first. Alright, so we got the Talonflame. Go for the me first there. Beautiful. I'm going to go for... I actually went for a... Hidden Power Grass here because I knew the curse would take it out. I wanted to do a little bit of disrespect. So this was a special attacking Toxapex. We got Frost Breath, Sludge Wave, Scald, and Hidden Power Grass. Modest Nature, Max Health, and Max Special Attack. We got the Regenerator as the ability, and ICMZ as the Z Crystal. So I caught a lot of people off guard with this offensive special, attacking Toxapex. Normally it's just like a stalling set, right? Now when you see Toxapex, it's always a very, very, very stall effect. It's definitely one of the best defensive Pokemon in the game. If you take out Legendaries and Mythicals, it definitely, you can even use in that. It's such a good Pokemon. It's got good typing too, so you can't use Toxic against it. It's got good ability with Regenerator. Man, it's got great support, great support moves as well. It's a little bit passive, but it does make up for that with like moves like Toxic and Recover and things like that. And it's very, very bulky too. So that's why I put it on this team. So I'm going to go for my Z move here. Against the Tangrowth, it's going to get a Sword Dance up before that. Almost taking it. I would have loved to get a one-hit KO with that one. And unfortunately for me, boys and girls, the Tangrowth is going to go for its own Z move. Now, this had a +2 in attack already. So I was running more of a sweeping Toxapex. Since I didn't have it, I only had it in max health, right? So normally Toxapex would be like max health, max defense, something like that. Okay, so it's going to hit me with its ground type move, and yeah, that's definitely my Toxapex down. I was not living that one. All right, so bye-bye Toxapex, but you did a pretty good job there, almost taking a Tangrowth out in one shot. A lot of time, you never ever see a Toxapex one-shotting a Tangrowth, like ever. So we got the Muck coming in, and Muck is a brilliant Pokemon. Firstly, looking at Muck, it's typing. It's got very, very good typing, only really weak to ground. Speaking of which, it outspeeds me, man. It was a speedy tank growth taking my Muck out in one shot. So things are not looking too good here, people. But back to the Muck. So it's got fantastic typing. It's got nice bulk. It's got nice offense at the same time, which is really good. And a cool ability with Poison Touch, very handy as well on like moves like Gunk Shot, Poison Jab, those sort of moves. But very versatile Pokemon, and definitely good on your Pokemon team. Alright, so we got Como coming here. I'm going to be a bulky defensive step, taking those moves rather nicely and finishing off with the Sky Uppercut. So Como, man, this Pokemon, it's a very good, you really don't know what it's going to bring, right? Because it'll be a very good physical attacker. It could also be a very good special attacker. It could be a mix attacker. It's very, it kind of reminds me of Infernape a little bit. It's very, very versatile. It's got some unique abilities as well, which make it pretty interesting to swap into moves like Bulletproof, Soundproof, things like that. And it's also got a very overpowered Z Crystal too. So definitely putting it in this team in my personal opinion. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know. Please bear in mind I'm including like Tapus and Ledger, not including those ones in this team as well. Okay, so we got a Charizard here. I pretty much thought I was a goner, but they actually weren't running Air Slash on this set. They had, different moves to this. So we got Focus Miss. Focus Miss misses, thank goodness. And I'm able to get a rest on Como. Man, if Focus Miss landed then, I was definitely going to go down. So the good thing about this matchup, right, is I did have the Toxic up against the Charizard, so it's going to do some nice damage. And since I don't have Rest Talk on this set, I have Chesterberry, so I'm going to wake up right away. So really here, I couldn't do a lot of damage to this. I thought I could go for the Sky Uppercut, but I thought, nah, I'm going to save that for a little bit later on. And let's go into Arachnid here. I thought there'd be a nice swap in to the Charizard. So we got the Charizard, go for the Focus Miss. I knew, obviously, the thing about Arachnid too, it's good for swapping into fighting type moves too, because it's got some nice resist. Okay, so we got the Toxic racking up rather nice here. So I thought, well, I can hit this with the Liquidation, plus the Toxic damage. That is definitely going to go down. The other move it had was Ancient Power. I'm like, oh, damn, son, please don't get a boost. And since I'm running max health and I've got nice base special defense, I'm going to be able to live that one and take out the Charizard. Why? With, obviously with the Liquidation there. So that's down. Now we got two Pokemon left. We got the Gustord and we got one other Pokemon, which I was a little bit worried about. Okay, so now Gustord, I was thinking, should I... I've got to swap here. I can't go for Liquidation. It's not going to take it out. I've got to go into Como, right? Now, Como is on full health. I can go for the Sky Uppercut here and finish off the Gustord. Gustord's going to go for the Rock Slide here. Now, that Rock Slide would have definitely ended my Arachnid if it was max attack. I'm guessing it definitely was. So we got the Sun fading, which is going to be nice for my Liquidation. And now we got the Gustord swapping out, and we got the Whimsicott coming in. Now, I knew this was a good possibility, but I thought, instead of going for Toxic, let's go for the Sky Uppercut, because I thought it's going to be able to outspeed me. I can't really check it with my Arachnid at all because it's on low health. So I'm going to have to just, go for the strongest attack I got. All right, so we got the Moonblast coming from Whimsicott here. And there's no way I'm going to be able to live that one. And that is Como down. So I've got one more Pokemon left. So I was thinking I could go for the Poison Jab here and definitely one-shot that. But Gustord, I feel, is going to live that. So let's go for the Leech Life. I think I'm just enough, it'll just be enough range to actually take it up. So we got, this is definitely feels like more of an offensive Whimsicott too. I live on 18 health just due to my sheer bulk in special defense and obviously my max health. Going for the Leech Life on Whimsicott. Oh, the Just Lives, man. Man, that's not what I wanted. So getting back some nice health, guys. If that landed on 69 health, Whimsicott would have gone down. I know it would have gone down. So we got the Moonblast again. I'm going to live that one due to my special defense. Go for another Leech Life, and I'm going to take out the Whimsicott there. So it's down to the Gustord versus Arachnid. Who is going to outspeed who? Now, normally Gustord is a very slow Pokemon. We're quite slow Pokemon together. So like, this is going to be interesting to see what happens, right? Now, I know Leech Life is easily enough to take it out. I know this thing does have Rock Slide, and it's going to have Rock Slide and outspeed me. It turned out to be, I'm pretty sure it was a Choice Scarf Gustord, and that is going to finish off my Arachnoid, and that is game. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. I'll catch you tomorrow for another theme team. Check out those bloopers. We may be doing a stream as well. All right, peace.